Hi, I'm Tony Van Veen, CEO of Dismakers, sitting here on my psychiatrist's couch. Today I want to switch gears from my usual music industry tips and talk about something deeper, the grind. More specifically, how common it is for independent artists to feel overwhelmed, discouraged, unmotivated, or just plain burned out trying to make music in today's world. If that sounds like you, let me start by saying this. You're not alone. Being an artist today is beautiful, but it can also be brutal, and the pressure is real. So let's talk about why so many artists are burning out. It may be harder than ever to make a living from music today. Streaming pays peanuts, it's tough to book gigs, radio is basically irrelevant, and playlisting is a mess full of bots and pay-to-play scams. Meanwhile, you're expected to grind on your music while working a day job. You do your own booking, your own marketing. You're expected to answer emails, manage socials, design your own graphics, post on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. On and on it goes. And what do you get in return? Pressure at home, stress at work, disappointment, rejection, ghosted messages you've left. Let's be real. This industry can be incredibly discouraging. And a lot of the time, it's not even your fault. So let me call out a few things that are likely hurting your mental health. Constant comparison is one. Other artists seem to be thriving, certainly on their social media, but that's just their highlight reel. If seeing them inspires you, great. But if it makes you feel worse, stop the scroll, unfollow, log off, protect your energy. Overwork is another. Hustle culture says no days off, but endless grind with no time for recovery, that's a fast track to burnout. Then there's isolation. A lot of us work solo now in music, as an artist, as a producer, and working alone for hours is part of the gig, but staying alone all the time isn't. Collaborators and bandmates, somebody to talk to laugh with, they help lighten the emotional load. And perhaps the biggest drag on your mental health? Taking rejection personally. Rejection is built into the whole recording industry, by labels, by bookers, by DJs, and trust me, it's not personal when they don't want to sign you or book you or play your music. Heck, they may not even have seen your email or heard your demo. But to you, that demo represents your creation. It's your baby, and it's hard not to take it personally. I get that. So what can you do when you're stuck in a funk? Here's what helps me. I move. I work out hard every weekday morning. You don't have to do exactly that, but walking, biking, yoga, movement shifts your brain chemistry. Trust me, it works. Another thing I do that I found really helpful when I'm feeling overwhelmed is I just make a to-do list. Writing it all down, all the things I got to get done, it makes me feel in control. It takes a ton of pressure off, it clears the noise in my head, and it helps me focus on what I got to get done. And then I try to feed my body what it needs and less of what it doesn't. Sleep is non-negotiable. Cut down on the greasy food, the sugar, alcohol, drugs, whatever's dragging you down. The difference in how you'll feel is huge. And finally, I talk to someone. For me, most of the time, that's my wife. For you, it might be a friend, a bandmate, or a therapist. There's no need to go it alone. One last piece of advice. If the grind is getting you down, shift your mindset. Don't focus on the hard parts on the music business, on the bummer, the lack of income, the endless tasks. Reconnect with why you started. Your love of music, the joy of creating something beautiful out of nothing. Because as an artist, you are so lucky to have that creativity, that outlet. You sometimes just need to remind yourself of how special that is. Finally, just give yourself some grace. Forgive yourself for the things you've done or not done that led you to where you are today. Take care of your body, your brain, your time. This isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And you can go the distance. If this resonated with you, like and share it with another artist who might need to hear it today. And take care of yourself now.